Oil, the biggest industry in the world, is an essential component of innumerable products we use daily. It's a driving factor of the global economy and humanity's primary source of fuel. Making up about 80% of the world's energy consumption, fossil fuels are the lifeblood of manufacturing and transportation. Over the last half-century, self-proclaimed scientists and activists have spread falsities about the production of oil and gas destroying our planet. These accusations have tarnished the image of big oil, leading the uneducated to support nonsense claims. I'm Greta Evilberg, and together we will reveal the truth behind our ever-changing global climate. In recent years, the so-called climate activists and scientists have claimed that greenhouse gas emissions are damaging the environment. But where's the harm? Plants require carbon dioxide to undergo photosynthesis and produce oxygen for our atmosphere. Ergo, the more carbon dioxide, the better survival chances are for plants. Researchers have accused the top 100 fossil fuel producers of being responsible for 62% of greenhouse gas emissions from the years 1751 to 2016. In addition, accusing big oil of funding bogus science and greenwashing to spread misinformation and confusion surrounding big oil's true impact on the climate.
Listen, we've been in this business for centuries. My grandfather's father started this company before the phrase climate change was even invented, back when it was just called global warming. No matter the decade, fear-mongering scientists looking for money will be looking to tear our company name apart. Don't you think that if we knew the planet was in danger, we'd be doing our best to save it? Oil production relies on the Earth's continued vitality. I mean, we're out here keeping the world running one barrel at a time.
At the current pace of emissions, maintaining the Paris Agreement's temperature limit of a 1.5 degrees Celsius increase would require capturing 32 billion tons of carbon by 2050. But that's still decades away, so there's no immediate cause for alarm.
However, something that does concern me is the impact that solar farms and lithium mining are having on local ecosystems. The amount of water required for lithium extraction is vast,
often requiring over 500,000 gallons for a single ton of lithium. This process leaves behind massive amounts of toxic wastewater and harmful mineral deposits, permanently altering ecosystems, all for the purpose of supplying the supposedly cleaner EV industry. Other studies have shown that solar power plants generate a heat island effect. In these locations, findings have shown that temperatures surrounding solar power plants were around 3 to 4 degrees Celsius higher than the surrounding areas.
When you compare this devastation to big oil's alleged environmental impact, the difference is oil and water.
You can't believe a word they're telling you. All of their data is total horse. Instilling doubt in your mind is what they want. Big oil would level forests if it meant getting a drop of liquid gold. And we can't forget the disaster that they've left in their wake. The Exxon Valdez oil spill in 1989 absolutely decimated the Gulf of Alaska, killing millions in wildlife. And just over a decade ago, in 2010, Deepwater Horizon dumped 100 million gallons of oil into the Gulf of America. It's been 15 years and the Gulf still hasn't fully recovered. New data has surfaced that suggests that the
It's always the same story with these climate activists, isn't it? Big oil's evil. We're destroying the planet. Blah, blah, blah. But let's shoot straight for a minute, shall we? The Exxon Valdez spill, isolated incident, and the Gulf of Alaska has never looked better. And Deepwater Horizon, that was a bunch of over-exaggerated propaganda. Everyone loves oil. The world uses it in their vehicles, their food, and nearly every product on store shelves. And you know who else loves oil? Animals. Oil platforms provide a much-needed rest stop for migrating birds and provide a myriad of health benefits for all living species. Have you ever heard of a dolphin complaining about offshore drilling? At the end of the day, we're not the villains here.
For most, oil is the core of our transportation needs. But for the privileged few, it's their livelihood.
You know, I just thank God that I get to spend every day doing what I love. Oil really is a divine blessing. You know, ever since my grandpappy struck it rich here, God has provided for us ever since.
Oil is natural from the earth, so how could it be bad for it?
People these days, they talk about the wind and the sun like they can just replace oil. You can't just fill up your truck with something out of the sky. That's why, for every bit I take from her, I always make sure to give back to God's beautiful creation.
Think about it. With vistas as beautiful as these, how could the planet be dying? Yet the climate activists want you to believe that we're on the brink of calamity. The reality, Earth and oil are still here and thriving.
To progress, prosperity, and petroleum. It's called Drill Baby Drill.
Hey, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the